Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Burrow, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down, Mixon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're weaknesses, how are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for Josh Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Bruce Hill on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Now Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get this down to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
under 10. Check 24, check 24. Let's go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Watch the ship. Check. Check hot. 51's the mic. Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 26 and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And 2.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The handoff to Joe Mixon.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The carry. Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
For the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really just...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Check 9, check 9. 72.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Joe Mixon.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 7.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Flush to his right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
A gain of 12. And a Raider 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Raiders 7, Bengals 6. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Check 52. Check 52. Come on. Here we go.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Score, Raiders 14, Bengals 6. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now Burrow to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Flushed out right. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third down, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He finds Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
First down.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Reception here by Ruggs. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 65 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They go play action now. Jackson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Las Vegas,
the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.